Hi everybody, this is Ranger Poole from River National Wildlife Refuge. And as promised last week, we're going to do a series of short videos that will focus on how to use your smartphone to help you connect with and learn more about nature and wildlife. And the first thing we're going to tackle is a wonderful app called iNaturalist. I'm sure you've been outside, have noticed something that you find interesting, and yet you have no idea what it is. Well, iNaturalist is an app that's comprised of a huge worldwide database of identifications that have been input by people literally all over the planet. And so it's as simple as this. You point your smartphone at whatever it is you're trying to identify, you take a photograph, iNaturalist then compares that photograph to its data set, and within a couple of seconds, typically, will identify what it is you're looking at. It's a wonderful app. It's free and very, very easy to use. And I'm going to spend the next couple of minutes showing you and telling you how to use iNaturalist.
Step 1 is to download and install the free iNaturalist app onto your smartphone. Once you've done that, you'll need to set up your free account. I should mention that in order to properly use iNaturalist, you will need to activate location services on your smartphone. I should mention that the iNaturalist website is wonderful. Notice that iNaturalist is a joint initiative of the National Geographic Society and the California Academy of Sciences. The iNaturalist app is really very intuitive. As you can see here, there are 5 basic screens: Explore, Activity, Observe, Me, and More. This particular screenshot of the app is showing you an example of the Observe screen, which lists the various iNaturalist observations that have been made by this iNaturalist user, in this case, me. As you can see, I've submitted 30 photos of organisms to iNaturalist so far. Okay, so let's try to identify something with iNaturalist. You see this flower growing in your backyard, and you are not sure what it is. Okay, for this exercise, let's make believe we don't know what this is. Open the iNaturalist app and select the Observe icon at the bottom of the screen. This will bring you to a screen that looks a lot like your camera app. You have 2 options. Take a photo of what you would like to identify, or select a photo that you've already taken and submit that photo to iNaturalist. To take a photo, press this button to take a picture, or alternatively, select this icon if you want to submit a photo that already exists, whether it's on your camera, in the cloud, or somewhere else. After taking a photo, you have the option of submitting it to iNaturalist by selecting Next, or you can retake the photo if it didn't turn out quite as well as you had hoped. In any event, select Next when you have a photo you are satisfied with. Okay, this is the next screen that you will see. The photos you took or selected show up in the top area of the screen. If you wanted to add a second photo, perhaps to focus in closer on a particular part of the plant, or to show a different perspective, you can click on the box with the plus sign to add another photo. The next step is to click on What Did You See? iNaturalist will now compare your photo to its database and present you with the following screen. iNaturalist will suggest both a genus and its top 10 species suggestions. For further information about the genus or any of the species, click on the respective eye icon. If you see a suggested species that matches your photo, click on its thumbnail and it will be added to your observation. If you don't see a species that matches your photograph, don't select anything. Others who later view your shared observation will likely suggest an identification. Before you share your photo or observation with iNaturalist, there are a few other things you can do on this screen. Write a note in the Notes section if you think it would be helpful to others who read your observation. If you set geoprivacy to open, the location of your observation can be seen by anyone on the provided map. Other settings under geoprivacy are obscured, meaning that the location of the observation is limited to a larger area on a map, and 2, private, meaning that no one other than you and trusted others can see where the observation was actually made. Is your subject captive or cultivated? If a wild organism, you will likely want to keep this set to no. Select Share to submit your observation and photo to iNaturalist. After you share your observation to iNaturalist, it is added to your list of other observations. In this example, you can see that the dandelion was indeed added to my list of observations, and that I currently have made 30 observations in iNaturalist. You can always get to the screen containing your observations by clicking on the Me icon at the bottom of the screen. Oh, and one more thing. iNaturalist provides an opportunity for others to confirm a species identification that you have made. This confirmation brings your identification up to a level of reliability or certainty that it calls research grade. At least one other person must confirm your identification to move it to the research grade level. Research grade data has the scientific integrity to be useful to others, including professional researchers. Of the observations shown in the list on the left, 4 include a callout symbol circled in red. The presence of the callout symbol indicates that at least one other person has confirmed your identification, raising it to the level of research grade. The number inside of the callout symbol indicates the number of people who have confirmed your observation. Observations lacking a callout symbol have not yet been confirmed by someone else. So in this brief presentation, we've learned how to use a smartphone to identify objects in nature using a free app called iNaturalist. But we've only scratched the surface of the fun and amazing things that iNaturalist can do. You can do site surveys called bio-blitzes. You can create field guides for specific locations, whether it's your backyard or a national wildlife refuge. Check out the iNaturalist website to learn more about these fun activities and more. For now, this is Ranger Poole for Parker River National Wildlife Refuge.